The Miro platform is a visual workspace that enables distributed teams to cooperate together. This is the main page, and on the left we have a column with our teams. In this case, I have only one. The workspace of this platform is called a board. Here we can see the boards I already have in my team, like the US acquisition one and a blank one, and some templates we can use to create new boards, like a mind map, flowchart, a brainstorm, or a virtual meeting. This is the board, the main workspace of the Miro platform. On the top left side, we have the first menu, where we can change the name, description, and the thumbnail of our project. We also have a main menu with some basic preferences and controls. On the left column, we can select a template to start our project. As an example, a kickoff of a project. We can move around the board by holding the scroll wheel on our mouse. In the low right angle, we have the zoom function and a map to navigate very wide boards. With the select function, we can select, move, or lock elements in our project. We can also edit text. With the sticky note function, we can place and fulfill them. With the shape function, we can add them to our board. By clicking on the connection line button, we can add arrows to our project to enrich it. We can draw on our board. Of course, it works the best by using a smart pen or a graphic board. On the top right angle, we have other functions, like the timer, very useful during presentations, the voting function, very useful in order to choose the right solution, the note function, and the possibility to add new participant with the button Share. Now let's have a look at the example of a new ultrasound machine acquisition. It starts from a request from the radiology department for a new general imaging ultrasound machine as previously budgeted. In order to choose the best machine, a trial of 3 different models has to be scheduled. We will analyze the stakeholders involved, the ultrasound machine requirements, the timing and the Gantt diagram, and how to design a solution matrix using some KPIs. The stakeholders involved are the building management that will have to advise for a room suitable for biomedical equipment use, the operation management that will have to implement the new asset in the existing workflow, the clinical engineering department and the procurement. They will have to collect and compare the economical offers, the features and the clinical outcome needed. The radiologist or the physician which will be using the machine, they will have to give a feedback on the machine performance from the user's point of view. The hospital ET department will have to implement the new modality in the Hospital Information System HAS in order to have the worklist and image archive functionality. After a brief needs analysis throughout the stakeholders, the machine has to meet the following requirements: Hospital Information System and Electronic Medical Record compatibility. The machine has to be DICOM compliant, being able to upload the image to the PACS, which is the Patient Archiving and Communication System, the repository where all medical images are stored. The ultrasound machine has to have 3 probes: the convex, the linear one, and the transvaginal. The embedded PC has to have a standby battery. It has to be capable of B mode, M mode, color and spectral color mode, which are the way the ultrasound is used in order to generate an image. It has to have a black and white thermal printer. We ask for 10 years of service life and 24 hours of service show-up time in case of a malfunctioning. The next step is to list all the activities that has to be scheduled with their duration. So we have 1 week that we can spend in order to scout on the market the 3 machines that we want to try and book them for the trial. Once the machine arrives to the hospital, we have to schedule 1 day from the clinical engineering department in order to perform the safety check. 1 day is also needed by the IT hospital department in order to set up the configuration on the machine. The training made by the manufacturer to the physician will take 1 day, and the trial of the machine will last 3 weeks. The final evaluation and order placement will take 1 week. I would like to point out that some tasks are propedeutic to the use of the machine, like the acceptance test and the IT configuration. The training can be provided prior or during the first day of trial. Once we have collected all the activities and their duration, it's time to set up the timing. We can help ourselves creating a Gantt diagram, and in this case we design it with the Miro platform. Each one of the 3 trials is composed as shown. We have the shipping and setup moment where the machine is received, unboxed, safety tests are performed, and the IT configuration is completed. Then we have the training followed by the trial. Then we have the patient file erasing and the machine is shipped back to the manufacturer. Here we can see the complete Gantt diagram starting from the scouting moment, followed by the 3 trials, and in the end, the final evaluation and order placement. We can also use Google Calendar in order to mark and share important milestones with our team. In this case, you can see how to create an event. So we select a date, we create an event, we will call it US Trial Meeting. We select the time and we choose that it will last 45 minutes. We can select the color of the tag. We selected 30-minute alarm. We can choose and select a location where the meeting will happen, and we can add the guest, so people that will take part to this meeting. The radiology department, the clinical engineering department, and the management. We can also add the possibility to add a Google Meet. We can add a description, which is a very good way to share useful information with our colleagues. And now let's see how we can duplicate this event in order to schedule the final US trial meeting. So we select a date, as previously done. In this way, we are just modifying the previous information without placing them from the beginning. We can also create multiple days event, like in the case of a 3 weeks trial. We select the initial date and the end date. We can add our guest as done previously. We can select a location, in this case the examination room where the ultrasound machine will be installed. In the description box, we can add some useful information. Here you can see the 3 weeks lined up on the calendar. As an analytical tool, in order to support the final decision, together with our physician, we choose some KPI, so Key Performance Index, in order to fulfill the solution matrix. By multiplying each KPIs for its weight and summing them, we can get the final score. Once we fulfill the solution matrix with all 3 the ultrasound machine, we can verify which one suits our needs the best.